And since the start of virtual learning, we have talked a lot about the digital divide. And for some students out there, learning online is just not an option.
Yeah, that makes it really difficult for some families. But one of the Valley's most popular places is offering kids a space to learn and freshen up their STEM skills once class is over. So Maria joining us from the Arizona Science Center to tell us more about this. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott and Yetta. So we are inside the makerspace. This is actually a separate building from the main Arizona Science Center building. And in just about 30 minutes, we expect kids to start arriving. And this is where they'll have an area to put their backpacks. You can see here they have their laptops that can be available to rent, and also the sneeze guard and individual packets of markers and crayons. So this is what the Arizona Science Center wants to do. They want to give your kid a space to learn, and during breaks, once they finish up what they are doing, I'm putting my goggles on because they can also learn about certain science experiments. So I want to introduce you to Maverick Graham. He's all goggled up as well. Tell me a little bit about the experiment that kids can do and get really interactive once they finish their online schoolwork.
Absolutely, yeah. So this experiment that we're going to be doing today is called the Nacho cheese reaction. We call it that because we use this awesome thing called sodium bicarbonate, right? And when you break it down, it basically spells nacho, but it also looks really cool.
But to be clear, it's not the nacho cheese you can eat. It just looks like nacho cheese.
No,
right?
It looks like nacho cheese, but definitely do not eat this. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to mix a couple of these things I got pre-measured out here. And what you're going to see is a little bit of a reaction right here with these ones. I'm going to mix that up a little bit before I put this next thing in. And then what we're going to do is add this last part, close it up real tight, and you're going to see a nice chemical reaction start to form.
This will definitely keep the kids entertained. What is the skill that they're learning right here?
Yeah, absolutely. So they're learning about matter and the conservation of matter and mixing different materials together and how that can form chemical reactions, and then how to make observations. How to tell that this is a chemical reaction. You see it bubbling. You can kind of hear it if you get close. You can even feel it actually get really hot. And like I said, it looks kind of like nacho cheese. You don't want to eat it like nacho cheese, but it's one of the really cool things that we can do here, and you even see the bag inflating.
It is so amazing. I mean, this is a huge space. You're able to social distance the kids. Why did the Arizona Science Center come up with this program? You're calling it Science Hall, which is basically study hall with a science twist.
Absolutely, yeah. So we just wanted to kind of be there to be able to support our community during all of this and be able to offer something, something awesome and something to kind of help support them and help support the virtual learning and everything that is happening right now.
We know it's so frustrating for so many families, and everybody's situation is a little bit different. So I do want to note, now that that's over, check out all of the cleaning supplies. They have plenty here, from bleach to all the disinfecting wipes. So they are prepared here. And again, this is just an option for parents who are trying to figure out what to do with their students, especially if they have to work from home. So the cost, it's not free. It is $250 for non-members, $200 for members of the Arizona Science Center. But for those parents who may be wondering about cost, Maverick, what do you have to say to them?
Absolutely. So we don't want cost to be a barrier. So we do have a few different scholarships available for basically to help kind of support our community there from some of our awesome community donors and funders that have been out there for us. So there are scholarships available.
Okay, and again, this program, Science Hall, starts today. They have plenty of spots available. Only 10 kids are expected to show up today. So again, Scott, Yetta, just such a good option. We know every single family's situation is different, and it is nice to know here at Arizona's School Authority that we are highlighting some options that parents can look at to make the best decision for their family.
Yeah, and the Science Center has always been great at just engaging the kids and keeping them interested no matter how long they're there. So it's also very nice to see that they're trying to supply help for parents who are having a really hard time right now with their kids in virtual learning.